You're locked in. Down's Coach D radio show on, guess what? ESPN 102.7 FM, streaming online, BigSportsRadio.com. And you can follow me on Facebook, 4Downs Coach D Radio Show. I'm on Instagram, 4Downs Coach D. And guess what? I'm on Twitter, Coach D252. Yes, I'm on Twitter, like the young folks. So share my posts, like my posts, tweet, retweet, everything I got going on. I share the love right back. So just a quick opening statement, just a little bit. We're going to talk about a little bit about motivation. We all need some motivation from time to time. You know, motivation to get up in the morning, to go to work, motivation to get up, to go to school, do various things. We need motivation on the field. That's why as coaches, we try to motivate our kids to play every play hard, just like it's their last. And I'm motivating everybody in the Roanoke Valley, 252 surrounding areas. Motivate yourself to be great. Strive for greatness. Just like LeBron James says all the time, strive for greatness. So that's just a short motivational speech right there. So we're going to get right into it. Starting off this morning, I got my two special guests, Mr. Zion Kendall from the Northampton County Jags and Mr. Amir Pittman from the Southeast Trojans. How you doing this morning, sir?
Doing good. Doing good.
All right, you're locked in. 4 Downs, a Coach D radio show. So, Mr. Pittman, just want to introduce you to the world. And what kind of back do you consider yourself? Because we know I've seen you're a power back. So, do you consider yourself that?
Yeah, I do. Also a speed back at times.
So you're versatile. You consider yourself versatile.
Yeah.
And Mr. Kendall, you know you're a cornerback, but you're a running back too as well. You're putting up some big numbers. So if you could pick one position, what would it be?
Running back.
You prefer running back over playing corner?
Yeah.
And why is that?
I mean, I think I run the ball better.
You think you run the ball, so you're a better offensive player than defensive player?
Yeah.
All right, good to go. So, Mr. Amir, let's talk about the offense you run. You get a lot of the carries, a boatload of the carries. So, what is that like?
I mean, I like it. I just tell my team we gotta execute every play, and just like you said, play every down like it's your last.
And Mr. Kendall, same for you.
I mean, hey, they just feeding me the ball, so I'm gonna run it.
So you're going to run it. You're locked in. 4 Downs Coach D radio show on the all-new ESPN 102.7 FM, streaming online, BigSportsRadio.com. So, Mr. Pittman, you play for Mr. Energetic, Mr. Antoine Austin, Coach Antoine Austin. So what is it like playing for that young man right there?
Man, it's a great experience, man. Got one of the best coaches in 252, you know. Hey, we got a real strong bond, father-son bond. We're real close. And we try to get all our teammates to be that close with our coach like that and stuff.
And Mr. Kendall, you play for Coach P, Coach Privet. So what is it like playing for him?
He ain't telling me nothing wrong. He telling me everything I need to do. And it's turning out good.
And that's the thing we like to see. You guys, they're hard on you. We all know they're hard on you, but they demand excellence. And you guys go out every Friday night and you perform, and that's the good thing. And that's why the close relationships that you have is very, very, very important. So I want to got to ask you about these quarterbacks you guys play behind, Mr. Shoulders and Mr. Hendrick Smith. So as far as Mr. Shoulders, what is it like playing behind him?
I feel good. He's a great quarterback.
Do you think he's the best in the conference?
Yeah.
You heard it there. And Mr. Amir Pittman plays behind Mr. Christian Hendrick Smith. And what is it like playing behind him?
You said what is it like playing behind the best quarterback? It's real it's real nice, and we have a real smart quarterback, and he knows how to run the offense, and he point out different stuff each and every play before the snap, before the ball is even snapped. And it's really good playing behind a smart quarterback like that. He knows what he's doing.
And for the people who don't know, I had my top quarterbacks list preseason, and they were 1 and 2. Shoulders and Hendrick Smith was 1 and 2. But you gotta stay tuned. Maybe in another week or two, I'm gonna re-rank my quarterbacks, and it's gonna be some shifting in the air. So we'll see who the best is. But as we move on, just want to get your thoughts about last night, the games you played. Mr. Pittman, you went down to South Creek, lost 26-0. Shoulders, Zion Kendall, you guys went to Riverside and won 24-19. So, Mr. Pittman, what happened last night?
I mean, basically, we just didn't execute. That's all it was. Like, we started off like kind of sluggish a little bit, but in the second half we picked it up. But that's basically what we didn't do. We didn't execute like all night.
And Mr. Kendall, what did it take for you guys to win last night at Riverside?
I mean, we started off slow, but then Coach P gave us that speech at halftime. We turned it up in the second half.
And what are you guys' expectations personally right now for each one of you? What are you guys' expectations for next week and the weeks to come?
Just to stay positive and to hit every hole hard and just run hard every play and just grind.
And we just can't start off slow no more. Just start off great. We'll blow a lot of teams out.
And next week, you guys, you Southeast, you play Gates County, and Northampton, you travel to see Washington County. So, what are your expectations for next week in that game?
Watching a lot of film. To see what we got.
And for Washington County?
Just start out good and don't give them no hope.
And we will possibly be there October 5th when you guys face off. So that's going to be a very, very big game in the Roanoke Valley.
Yeah,
so just to get ahead for just a couple weeks out. So what are your thoughts on that game right there?
Hey, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for a showdown. I like the challenge.
I'm going for 200 plus yards.
And he put it out there. He said he's going for 200 plus.
I'm going for 400.
And he's going for 4. Strong words right here on the 4 Downs with Coach D radio show on ESPN 102.7 FM, streaming online, bigsportsradio.com. And I had a top players list. And one of you guys were up there, and you know who they were, and it was Mr. Kendall. Mr. Kendall was number 2. And I'm going to re-rank my players, and I will put that out next week. And I will foretell you, Mr. Pittman, you've made the top 10. And I will put this out here, and I'm going to announce it right now. At the end of the regular season, 4 Downs with Coach D radio show, I am doing an all-area team, offensive and defensive. Then I'm going to have an offensive MVP, a defensive MVP, and I'm going to give away the first annual 4 Downs with Coach D Heisman Award for the best player in the Roanoke Valley out of all the schools in the area. So what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Pittman?
Hey, it brings me joy. Time to work. I'm ready to work. Put in that work.
And
Every Friday night.
And Mr. Kendall?
Get it.
Time to step it up some more.
So I believe this is a prestigious award because as I contact and I get to know a lot of you guys are confident. You're two probably the most confident guys I've had on my show since it started. And the thing about it, I like it. I like it because you know what you want. You believe in your skills, and you believe in your coaches to make that happen for you. So, and you guys are still you're a sophomore, am I correct? You're junior. Both of you guys are juniors. So going into next year, just to forecast it, so you guys are gonna be 1 and 2 next year, right? 1 and 2. So who's gonna be 1?
Me.
And that's good. That's good. That's good to know. So you guys are probably be 2 of the top better players in the area coming into next year. Which you guys are going to graduate your quarterbacks and stuff, but you guys are going to take over. And as far as that, what kind of things are you looking to do as far as your senior season and maybe going into college?
Basically, do a lot of teaching and stuff on the field, and basically lead by example. Because when you're a good leader and you focus and staying positive, it gets the other team and like the lower classmen, to fall in line and to stay focused and be positive as well. And that's how we win games and be a state champions.
Guess I gotta just step it up. Gotta work out more.
So if you could name a college that you looking to play for, who would that be?
I gotta say, University of Georgia.
A Bulldog?
Mm-hmm.
All right. LSU. So you looking D1, and that's the thing we're talking about right there. We gotta have the grades, but there's a chance. So you looking to be Todd Gurley? Go down to be Todd Gurley? You Odell Beckham at LSU?
Leonard Fournette.
Put it out there, Leonard Fournette. I thought maybe smaller in stature than Leonard Fournette, but hey, anything is possible. And once again, you're locked in 4 Downs of Coach D radio show on ESPN 102.7 FM, streaming online, bigsportsradio.com. And make sure you download the app on Google Play, Big Sports Radio. And as we start to close this thing on up, I got a prediction. That between you guys, I got a prediction. One of you guys sitting right here will lead the conference in rushing at the end of the year. You are my dark horse player of the year, Mr. Pittman. Mr. Kendall's kind of I'm not saying he came out of nowhere, but he's basically, I gave him a nickname, Kendall Island, because he said he locks down one side of the field. So that's basically going at your quarterback, saying that when you guys play, you won't throw it on his side. But I believe once again, the leading rusher of the Tar Roanoke is sitting right here. So it's up to you guys to make that happen. And once again, folks, I want to thank you. I want to thank Mr. Amir Pittman of the Southeast Trojans and Mr. Zion Kendall of the Northampton County Jags sitting up here talking with me, talking a little smack with each other, by the way. I gotta love it. Thank you guys for coming on the show, and we'll be right back. 4 Downs Coach D radio show.